All right, we have a star that is out. This is tomorrow's paper. Why Raila team is no longer at ease. With read this story for you as well. And this is the headline. Why Raila team is no longer at ease. And we have here recent political blunders, mysterious abductions and extrajudicial executions have unsettled former Prime Minister Odinga's camp. This story continues on page 4 and 5 of the Star today. And this is what is making the country angry. Kariuki in ICU after medics remove bullet from head. And you can see him here. Let me try and zoom it so that you can see. That is rogue cop, Constable Cleansy Baraza, who shot Kariuki at close range. Boniface Kariuki, the face mask vendor at Kenyatta National Hospital. The police officer can be seen here during the Tuesday's demo. And on the sidebar there, win for smaller counties in new revenue formula. 12 smaller counties have, this is 12 smaller counties that receive minimal allocations from the equitable share have scored a major win after the Senate approved a new revenue sharing formula that includes a dedicated 4.46 billion shillings affirmative fund. Senators approved the fund in a unanimous vote last Thursday. Also, suicide leaves families in grief, trauma and stigma. What happens to the people left behind when a loved one takes their life? In the talk around mental health and suicide, there is one group whose voice is rarely heard. And also, let's just look at the teaser on top here. Also, accident, miracle baby's preacher there dies in car crash. You know the story by now. You can read all the gritty details of this also on page 3 of the Star tomorrow. That is. And I just wanted also to just show you some of the detailed cartoons that will be setting the tone for our conversation. Goon police escort. And this is what we are talking about and questioning what was happening yesterday. And we have our guests already in studio with us as well, as I've mentioned, just to introduce them to hear from them as well. Right, let me hear from Dr. Fred Ogola. Good evening, thank you for joining us.
Thank you very much, Deban.
Yes, so you've been following the events that, of course, have been unfolding during the week, and today we have had statements that we had the DIG that has been called to record a statement at the IPOA. This has been eagerly awaited by all Kenyans so far. I wanted just to hear from you, and looking at Boniface yesterday, what really came up and is hanging on the rafters of your mind?
I think Debal yesterday was very disappointed when you see a government that is armed with goons instead of being armed with ideas and with solutions that Kenyans are seeking. Kenyans are not looking for someone to walk on the city with a rungu or with a stone. Kenyans are looking for solutions for unemployment. They're looking for solutions for healthcare. They're looking for the solutions that the government promised them.
Yes.
So instead of being armed with ideas, then you bring goons armed with rungus. It means as a government that actually lost focus. So when you see that a government is, we are realizing there's a police, there are goons and there are protesters, then you see the social contract between the government and the people of Kenya is being broken, and that removes the so-called legitimacy of the sitting government, and that brings a lot of questions, because legitimacy, you don't get it by being elected or by getting a certificate of election. Legitimacy, you get it by serving the people and by getting the social license from the people. So the social license of the people has been withdrawn. So instead of the state protecting that by bringing back the questions Kenyans are asking, now they bring goons to beat people up. And I think that the Kenyan government is deteriorating. And I can say that it's a plane on a nosedive, Debal. And when a plane has made its nose looking down, then there's nothing you can do. You can't do about it. So when even people are shouting half-term, one-term, it can even end up to be a no-term now. So I realizing that what is happening in the moment is creating anarchy in the country. Every Kenyan is watching their shoulders, which is not a good thing. A government has failed to deliver what is their core mandate. You know, national security is so important. Even to enjoy development, you need national security. And when you can hear that somebody in government is planning to bring goons to beat people,
yes,
and when you see policemen running with laptops from shops, I think for me it's not a very good picture. But later on, given time, I'll try to explain later what I think could be done in the police, but for now, that's my sentiment.
Thank you.